Thank you, Mr. Heath. Often you don't hear from the CFO on opening day, and you're probably wondering how does this relate to anything with regards to starting the school year, which I can appreciate greatly as I've sat now in every seat as an educator. So I know this is my favorite time of year, opening school, and I know there's a lot to get done and there's a lot of excitement, and welcome to the new teachers. And I welcome back everybody. And as Mr. Heath said, this is the first year in 3 years that we have a sense of normalcy. So I'm excited to continue to see the great things that the staff is doing. One of the things that we are in charge of in the Treasurer's Office, as you all know, is healthcare. The wellness of our staff is paramount, all of us. If our staff is not healthy, physically, mentally, or financially, that takes away and distracts you from doing what you're here to do, which is help kids. So with that, we have an insurance committee that meets basically monthly now to continue to look at all of the changes that are going on in healthcare so that we can continue to provide a great healthcare system that does take care of you physically, mentally, and financially. So with that, one of the things that we talked about at the healthcare committee is to continue, and I guess this is the educator in me as well, is to continue to educate our staff on all the changes that are going on in healthcare, because with that information allows you to take care of yourselves better and help us keep our healthcare costs down. So I would like to welcome Corbin Barron from Gallagher up to the stage to give us a brief little presentation on our healthcare system.
Just waiting for the presentation to come up here. There we go, thank you. Good morning and welcome back, Mentor. My name is Corbin Barron. Our team at Gallagher, which includes myself, are your district employee benefit consultants. Our team is strictly focused on public sector and K-12 schools in Ohio. We bring decades of experience working with over 70 schools in the state. Our team works very closely with Mentor's insurance committee and administrative staff to assure all full-time employees continue to receive a competitive and affordable benefits package while making sure the district remains in a good spot financially. As a reminder, your insurance plan is self-funded, meaning Mentor is tasked with paying your medical and drug claims. This is important to keep in mind as we highlight important topics today. Between now and the end of the year, we'll be communicating important updates. So be on the lookout. Here's a list of some of those items you can expect. Education is key. You know that. So we'll be providing more education throughout the year. Our Gallagher team has also been finalizing an awesome new website for Mentor. It will be a one-stop shop for everything related to your employee benefits. More to come. We have also been working diligently to improve your wellness initiatives. There will be communications coming out about virtual visits and why it's important and what you need to know. And keep an eye out for tools and tricks to save you cash and live a healthier life. Now for today's agenda, my goal is to review more important topics that are relevant to you as employees, and provide detail on who, what, when, why, and how. And please keep in mind that everything I'll be speaking about is tied to reducing and controlling costs related to Mentor's self-funded plan, which ultimately impacts you as an employee. So for today, I'll cover why all of this is important to you. How you can be paid to educate yourself, which is through a tool called Smart Shopper. When are you allowed to make changes to your insurance plan options? Where is the best place to seek care and why? Where can I find more about my benefits? And when will things be changing? So let's dive into why all this information is important to you. As I reiterate, Mentor has a self-funded plan, meaning the district pays for your claims up to a dollar amount for each person. That dollar amount is set at $250,000 per person. These claims represent 90% of what the district is having to spend. So it's important that we try to educate and provide the right tools to help control this cost. The fiscal year, which wrapped up in June 2022, ended with a loss of nearly $3.4 million in the healthcare fund. This large loss ultimately impacts your healthcare renewal by increasing costs, not only for the district, but also for employees. We're here to help. Our job is to put you in a position to make great choices, obtain the services needed, and ultimately live a healthier life. Smart Shopper. This is an awesome tool that's already offered to employees that allows you to be paid cash to essentially educate yourself. Outside of healthcare, what do we do when it comes to buying something expensive? For example, a car, a TV. I know I do this. We'll check Amazon or Google to shop the price, read reviews, check on warranties, and maybe search for articles on Consumer Reports. At times, we obsess over making the right decision because we want something of quality but also at the best price. Have you ever wondered, wouldn't it be great if someone did all of this research for you, and then someone would pay you to make that right decision? That'd be pretty nice. So with that idea in mind, also think, what is more valuable than your health? Shouldn't we be able to shop the same way for our health care? This is what Smart Shopper does. If you call Smart Shopper for any non-emergency medical situation, they will do the research for you by finding the best price for your medical service while making sure the provider has great quality of care ratings. In return, you will later receive a check in the mail. Why? Because we want to reward you for making an educated decision on your health care. In the end, that decision can save the district money. However, we need everyone to participate to make this tool work. The more employees that use this tool, the more the district and you will save on healthcare spend. So let's walk through the process in more detail. How does Smart Shopper actually work? So your doctor suggested you need a test or a procedure done. From there, you can either go to the Smart Shopper website or call Smart Shopper direct. In return, Smart Shopper will provide information on cost and quality of care. Then you are given the choice on where you want to go. Depending on your decision, the test or procedure is performed by a high-quality, cost-effective provider. The claim or visit is then paid, and you, the employee, will get a check in the mail to spend how you want. The chart here is a sample of rewards that could be paid out depending on the decision you make. For example, looking at the chart, if you had a CT scan and you went with Smart Shopper's first suggestion, provider A, you'd receive a $150 reward in the mail. If you went with provider B, you would receive a $75 reward. The difference here with provider A, that would save the district the most money, which is why you would be rewarded the most money. Provider B might be second in line as far as savings go, which is why the reward is a little bit less, but you're still rewarded because you're saving the district money. One thing I really want to reiterate with Smart Shopper is that the quality of care aspect is very much taken into consideration. It's extremely important that you get to continue to receive quality care because we all know that will lead to a healthier and happier you, in addition to reducing your health care spend. Captured here is contact information for Smart Shopper, but don't worry, this presentation will be circulated. And in addition to the website that I mentioned that our team is creating for you, that information can be located there. Nonetheless, we'll make sure that you get that information so that you have it at your fingertips. So our next topic, it's important that you understand when you are allowed to make changes to your plan. Because the IRS regulates when an employee can add or drop insurance coverages. So when can you make changes? During open enrollment, if you have a qualifying event. Outside of open enrollment, you cannot make any changes unless you have a qualifying event. A qualifying event is defined by birth of a child, adopting a child, getting married, divorced, spouse loses or gains coverage. From that date of the qualifying event, you have 30 days to notify the treasurer's office to take action on any change that is needed. So should you welcome a new baby, that day that the baby is born starts the clock on the 30 days. Emergency room versus urgent care. Emergency room versus urgent care visits is always an important topic, and it can be confusing. It's also vital that we talk about NurseLine and how it plays a huge role in making the right decision for you. Here are some jaw-dropping facts. Mentor's average emergency room visit costs over $2,000. That's a very big expense for the district. And did you know the average wait time for the ER is 2.5 hours? So we want to make sure that the ER is only being used for true emergencies. And being in the employee benefits industry, I commonly get asked, so what's a true emergency? Great question. It's defined as anything, and this is a broad definition, anything that is life or limb threatening. An example would be a broken bone or heart attack. NurseLine will help clarify any confusion in that category, but I'll explain that in more detail soon. Carrying on with the facts for now, Mentor's average urgent care cost per visit is $150. The average wait time at an urgent care provider is 30 minutes. So when comparing that to the ER, I think it's safe to say if your medical situation isn't a true emergency, your best option would be to go to the urgent care. Now, what's 24/7 NurseLine and how does it fall into the mix? It's another tool, and it helps guide you to the right provider. For example, if you're having an aching pain and not sure if you should go to the ER or urgent care, call NurseLine. A registered nurse will answer the phone and tell you where you need to go. And the call is then recorded. So if the insurance company later questions why you went to the ER, you or the district won't be billed for a non-emergency ER visit because NurseLine guided you to the ER first. The contact information for NurseLine is located on the back of your ID card, so please reference that when needed. All right, so here is a first glimpse at the new website that our team has been creating for you. We'll be reviewing it soon with your insurance committee, and once it's complete, all employees will be notified. This will be your one-stop shop for information about employee benefits. It will have the tools listed on here that I'm discussing today, and I really think everyone will find this website to be very helpful, so we're excited to roll it out. Wellness initiatives. When will things be changing? So for now, we do not have a set date, but you can expect changes in the very near future. We're anticipating a more robust program to be rolling out. We'll also be collaborating closely with the insurance committee to make sure we're putting together the best programs and tools possible for you. In doing so, we'll be creating a program that incorporates both mental and physical well-being. And our hope is that over time, it gets you engaged, continues the great culture that you have, and keeps intact an affordable health plan for the district. So more information will be coming out soon, so please be on the lookout. This slide is really meant to show everyone the roles between Gallagher, the district, and the members, which is you. In order to make improvements and continue to offer great benefits, we really need everyone to participate. The district is really investing in its employees, and by engaging and participating, individuals will see better outcomes. Maybe it's a healthier lifestyle or spending less money, but in order for us to keep our great benefits and continue to offer incentive-based tools like Smart Shopper, everyone really needs to get involved. So there's much more to come, many more updates on the horizon, so stay tuned. I'll be sticking around for a bit, so come see me if you have a moment, if you have any questions, and thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks, Corbin. I know healthcare is not the most exciting topic, but there's very few chances that we get the opportunity to have all of you together. So we appreciate you giving us that time to kind of go over a few things. And we will continue to do education. I'll have updates in my information page that we send out monthly. We're going to hold other sessions that we will have that you can choose to come to as we get closer to open enrollment. And we will continue to push out a lot of information just so that you have that education piece, because I think that's something we really have been lacking out of our office, is making sure that you're aware of what's going on in the healthcare department and what you need. So we will continue to do that. We recognize that. As you guys know, communication is a very big priority for me to keep you informed, and we will work with the insurance committee, which consists of representatives from MCE and MTA, to continue to make sure that you have the information that you need. So either email me if you have questions or you want clarification on things, or please see one of your MTA or MCE reps as well. And again, we hope you have a great school year. I believe that we are ready to dismiss. Is that correct, Mr. Hammond? He's giving me the yes sign, so I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Thank you very much.